Hi, I'm Maureen Dobransky, and you're watching Wild Wednesday TV. We are women igniting life's dreams. The other day, I was driving to Safeway, where I've been a million times before. But this time, for whatever reason, when I turned into the parking lot, I didn't turn correctly and I ran over a curb. Not a big deal, really, but immediately the negative self talk began. And wow, I could hear myself. Whatever, you were so stupid. What were you thinking? Can't you even drive properly? You need to pay more attention to what you're doing. Don't be so stupid. And it literally went on and on and on in my mind. I was even in the store a few minutes later and was still muttering to myself. Finally, I had to stop in the middle of the store and I said to myself, Maureen, enough. Just because you ran over a curb doesn't make you an idiot. It doesn't make you a bad driver, and you sure aren't stupid. But every day, we have a ton of self-talk going on and on and on in our heads. So today, I just want to share with you 3 ideas that will hopefully help you to silence your inner critic when your self-talk happens. So the first one is just to notice your negative self-talk. To gain control over it, first you have to be aware of it. And so much of our thinking is automatic and happens so fast that we barely notice before we move on to the next thought. By making a conscious effort to slow down and pay more attention to your thoughts, you can gain control over them, not the other way around. A good exercise to try for a week is to simply keep a log either on your phone or on a notebook, and every time you notice yourself being self-critical and talking negative, just note down 2 or 3 words about the situation, like, oh, got up late, meeting with the boss, had a fight with mom, poor lunch choices, whatever it was, and then the criticism. I'm lazy, I'm a bad employee, I'm not a good doctor, whatever it was. Once you're aware of the critical voice, then you'll be in a position to stand up to it. Number 2, don't say anything to yourself that you wouldn't say to your best friend. If you catch yourself going on and on with a rant, check in with yourself and ask, would I say this to my best friend? And if the answer is no, you certainly do not deserve to be spoken to that way either. Don't let these insults pass without defending yourself against your own negative and grumpy voice. And then number 3, replace the inner critic. The best way to do that and the best way to defeat your self-talk is even to have a stronger ally of yourself, an inner voice that acts as your own best friend. In order to do this, start actively noticing the good things about yourself. Because of the way our brain is worked, we all have an automatic selective filtering system that will look for evidence in our own environment that matches up with whatever we believe to be true about ourselves. We'll then disregard the other evidence to the contrary. So if you're always saying to yourself something like, I'm an idiot, you might actually do a lot of smart things, but you'll still zero in on the small mistakes you make, like driving over a curb. And you'll fixate on those things because they match up with what you say to yourself. So to break the automatic tendency, you have to first make the deliberate effort to say something different to yourself, and then actively search for evidence that the new statement is true. When you hear your inner critic saying things like, I'm an idiot, talk back to it and tell it that's not true. And then replace the statement with something you know to be true. In my case, such as, okay, well, I've had my driver's license now for 38 years. I've never had an accident or gotten a ticket. So come up with as many examples as you can to support this new statement. So now I'd love to hear from you. When you notice your negative self-talk, what do you do to get a good handle on it and stop it? I'd love to hear from you. Just comment below this video or join us at our after party at www.womenignitinglifesdreams. Go to our media tab and comment below this video. And when you are there, if you're not already, be sure to subscribe and become a true wild woman.